it's a struggle to make films like this. It requires a lot of personal commitment and effort, but it is also very rewarding, and it's a great kind of privilege to be able to tell these stories.
It's Carpenter moving away from the field. If you thought the 20.94 was a fluke, look at the clock.
My name's Mike Todd. I'm the director of the film Roadrunners.
My name is Lathan Hodge. I'm an executive producer on Roadrunners.
Roadrunners is the story of a group of high school athletes in Jamaica, and it's about growing up in Jamaica and the challenges that can bring, especially from the kind of the background of the neighborhood they're from. But it's also about the significance that track and field has in Jamaica and athletics, and specifically the event Champs, which is like the National High School Athletics Championship.
The competition is of such high quality that each year the organizing committee for the championships has to revise upwards the standards. Because many of these students are from poor background, and by virtue of doing exceptionally well in these championships is one of the means by which they can gain scholarships to the United States of America and colleges and universities here in Jamaica.
I grew up in Chicago. Music, sports. I know in my community, it was one of those things where I was always that was a way out for a lot of folks. And I always saw the impact it could make in the lives of those people and the people around them. I saw that story replay over and over in Chicago growing up many, many times. And then when I moved to Washington, D.C., I saw that same story. Again, it's a constant story.
We just found Spot Valley High School, and we found Karen Grant, who was the coach in the film, and he had these kids who came from the neighborhood.
We go out together, we laugh together, we eat together, we cook together, we share jokes together, we share our problems together. So, we're like family, like father and son.
Essentially, they've got a very narrow window of opportunity that they can exploit. Very limited chance to really show what they're capable of and change their life through their own effort. And running is, in Jamaica for some people, it's that pathway. We filmed with Leonie, one of the young athletes. She was, I think she was 16 when we were filming her. Her father was a fisherman.
I'm Byron. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Jamaica.
We went out on his fishing boat, which was quite an experience. We were just in the middle of the ocean, and the engine engine quit, and so we were just floating there with and it started again. But it was a very intimate slice of life, I think, to be able to go out there on that mini fishing trip.
I know she's gonna be a champion for Jamaica. You all you do, you try to do the best you can, because we're only here for a time.
That's actually one of my favorite scenes, because it's definitely father-daughter is really a special moment.
Fishing in track and field, she love it like wow. But she love fishing more than track and field. But guess what? I said, get famous, go in track and field. Whatever. You never know. Big up my daughter. Poor fish. Come sir.
Poor fish.
Yeah.
I think you would struggle to meet some kind of nicer teenagers than you met or we met during the filming. There was a kind of as I say, there was like a steely determination, but very, very down to earth. Really, not the kind of boisterous confidence you might see in teenage athletes or sports stars elsewhere in the world. They were very single-minded, but kind of quietly confident in their ability, but not taking anything for granted, because there was a very thin line really for them between success and failure. And I mean, if you look at the footage we've got of the event at Champs, how many of the teenagers are falling over with injuries, and because it's so desperate. They're so desperate to succeed.
The final of 3 semi-finals
class 2 girls.
I do think there is something about the kind of the structured competition that sport provides and the opportunity for kind of empowerment it can provide. In many ways, Jamaica specifically, the economic opportunity it can bring, it's a very, very dramatic world, sport. It's filled with kind of stories of triumph and failure and drama. It's kind of an inspiration as well, just to see that desire to succeed and to kind of make your mark in the world.
Those are the top 3. Who will hold on